Director Trevor just asked Mongai Eve for an apology.
What? So I believe from her side, yeye pekee ndio akona solution. Of course, she was a young person.
You won't believe what just happened to Mungai Eve. Director Trevor, her ex-boyfriend, has shocked everyone by demanding that she apologize, claiming that she disrespected the very Kenyans who built her career. But here is the twist. Fans are not buying this, and Trevor is now getting dragged left, right and center for that bold demand.
Akuja ongelesha wa Kenya, awaombe msamaha, awaambie of course she was a young person na hakuwa anaelewa what is happening, and that now I understand how life works, how the industry works, and she's ready to do better.
And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, if Mungai's best friend Liz Jackson has jumped into the fire, attacking director Trevor and defending Mungai Eve, saying she owes no one any apology. But that is not all. Wait till you see the heated reactions pouring in online as this story is spiraling out of control. But now, the big question is, whose side are you on? Are you on Team Trevor or are you on Team Eve Mungai? All of these unfolded just a few days ago after multiple rumors surfaced on the internet claiming that Mongai Eve was deeply regretting ever breaking up with director Trevor. In fact, multiple screenshots, messages and recorded screens appeared on the internet, clearly showing the messages which were circulating all over the internet, showing how Mongai Eve was battling depression, and they even suggested that Mongai Eve was ready to take a step down, apologize to Trevor and at least try to rekindle whatever they had.
Let's start with the one in Samacha. Let's start with
Neno kitu napenda sana kwake. Juu hadi I give up so easily. Sasa ati because umepasa ati wewe ni kenyeji hata ulikuwa na hivi na hivi. Yeah, nilikuwa na hivyo na hivyo. Yes, mimi sijaikataa, nimetoka Murang'a, Kegumo constituency.
Cheki machaji. Si wote tumecheki venye Eve Mungai alisema. Unaona na mdomo yake. Wenye hujasikia unajua alisemaje pale akipiga interview. Mungai alisema ni aje hapo tena kuna venye alikuwa ana kitu alikuwa dogo manze. Anapiga hesabu pale kwa area kumegather man kila mtu ako juu ya mawe jo. Unaona akakuja akapatana na mjangu. Unaona akapimia kaona kwanza usikii anasema alienda kwa mjangu raundi. Akapata mjangu anapika ugali na fish jo. Mungai akapiga hesabu akaona hapa stoki. Kiasi breakfast kuna mayai na mkate. Akasema kabisa. Akasema hapa hakuna venye neza rudi wapi maeria. Unacheki. Tena akacheki jamaa anaoshangadi vyombo. Mungai akasema hapa. Unaona so Eve akakachora akasema ni aje? Lazima nipande na jamaa. Unacheki. Alikachora akakachora. Akaona jamaa kuna fiti wacha nitulie hapa hivi. Alafu once nishafika nini juu ni mtoke kwani iko nini? Unacheki so Mungai hivyo ndio akadu. Akakaa na jamaa anampimia tu. Unacheki. So venye Mungai ameomoka hakuna wapi saa ngapi.
Of course, Mungai Eve boldly came out in a statement just a few hours ago and said that she doesn't even know where those allegations came from and concluded that she didn't write anything in that regard. She also claimed that she was not suffering and that she was living her best life despite her herself coming a few days ago, openly confessing that she was no longer in a relationship with her former boyfriend, that is Shifuwei, and also opened up about battling severe depression during that particular time. Of course, very many people have been waiting for Trevor to come out and address this issue, and Trevor clearly has not disappointed. In an interview which he was featured on by IQ Watson, Trevor came out and made the bold allegations, claiming that whatever Mongai Eve is facing is simply something that she completely brought onto herself, and he claims that Mongai Eve's brand, when it comes to content creation or on the YouTube space, clearly suffered a huge blow, but that cannot be attributed to anyone. Director Trevor claims that Mongai Eve disrespected the very Kenyans that supported her brand. He claims that by whatever she did, coming out publicly and in fact saying that she cannot even date a man who cannot give her 500,000 Kenyan shillings is just something that she can never do. And clearly that is where everything has started to spiral out of control, because you guys remember Mungai Eve made that bold statement in a video which she posted with her counterpart, that is Liz Jackson, and on it they had multiple discussions on whereby walikuwa wanauliza, how can you date a man mwenye ambaye haezi kuloan even a million shillings? And of course Liz Jackson has not run away from this fight, because just getting onto the internet and through the Instagram account right about now, after Trevor made the bold accusations and bold confession that Mungai Eve should apologize, Liz Jackson amekuja na akasema hivi, hii 500k inawauma sana ama ni juu hamna, clearly shaming and shading director Trevor, and it looks like she has already picked her side, because this war is about to erupt in a very big way. Mungai Eve, who has also not spoken about the issue, is being waited upon by very many people who are very curious by now in trying to know what could be that thing that has triggered Mungai Eve and Trevor to boldly come out and clash on the internet, something that has been quite off the grid for them. Of course, you guys know that director Trevor is now a happily married man, and that any rumor about him ever getting back with Mungai Eve is something that cannot happen. Getting back into an interview which Mungai Eve did with Ogaubina, Ogaubina asked the same question, would Mungai Eve ever consider getting back with director Trevor? Mungai Eve indeed confirmed, yes, it is true I loved him, but I can never get back with him because we're already past that chapter of our life. Mungai Eve, who apparently got in another very serious relationship while still with director Trevor, has her own foes, has her own faults, and has her own trouble, and it looks like this week was just that week that people thought that Mungai Eve has been quite off the grid and it's about time we bring her back. And this is after people started assuming that things were going haywire for her, and this is after they noticed that her YouTube channel, which she had accrued over 100,000 followers in a span of just 3 days, was no longer working for her. And when she was asked by multiple fans about why she disappeared from YouTube, she opened up about having a very rough time during that period on which it was being rumored that things were falling apart between her and her by then boyfriend, Shifuwei, who has also remained very silent about the issue until now. So very many people have been attacking director Trevor, claiming that director Trevor should concentrate on his wife and leave Mungai Eve alone. In fact, going on to Nairobi Gossip, where the story has been posted, a lot of people are telling director Trevor, wewe wachana na Eve, shughulika na ya kwako, and it looks like director Trevor just can't take this anymore. Judging from the fact that he is the director of online content creation in Kenya, it is very evident that director Trevor has to give his honest opinions when it comes to any topic that includes content creation, and this time round, people were badly attacking Mungai Eve about her content creation and were alleging that her once shining star in the content creation limelight is now dimming in a very fast way, and that is why director Trevor came out and said this, vitu ambazo zinapata Mungai Eve, she brought all that to herself. Kenyans are not happy with her. She wronged Kenyans, and for that, all Kenyans deserve an apology for Mungai Eve, because the much that she is trying to make sure that everybody knows that everything is working out for her is the same mistake that is making people attack her day in, day out. Director Trevor also claimed that he is not sure whether Mungai Eve had made the statements which people were alleging that Mungai Eve had said that she regrets breaking up with director Trevor, and Trevor also said this, mimi sai I'm very happy, I'm in my marriage na mambo yangu inaenda sawa. So very many people have been waiting to see whether director Trevor is going to directly respond to Liz Jackson, or at least Mungai Eve is going to speak about whatever is going on, because it looks like things are taking a totally different turn and things are going to be even more bitter and more sour than everyone thinks. You guys give us your honest opinion. Do you think director Trevor is on the wrong? Do you think director Trevor did the wrong thing by coming out out and demanding that Mongai Eve should do a public apology to all her fans and most especially the Kenyans who supported her career growth. Do you think director Trevor is on the wrong for coming out and also talking about Mungai Eve in that particular manner, or do you think he is just doing his job? Of course, you guys, very many people are angry at whatever he pulled out and the stunt that is going on the internet. But one thing remains clear, very many people want to hear Eve Mungai's side of the story because it looks like she has not been very concerned, but by director Trevor coming out and talking about the issue, very many people are anticipating that Mungai Eve will finally stop keeping quiet about this and come out and speak about whatever is happening, because clearly very many people are worried with the fact that she herself opened up and admitted that she had been going through a series of emotional backdrops and depression in her life. Give us what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Let's catch up on my next video.